Hi, I'm Johnny Norcross. Welcome to PerfecPress.htv.com. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. One is sublimation. I know what you're thinking. Johnny, I've done the sublimation. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Well, today we're going to try something a little different. We're going to do an all-over sublimation print. Check that puppy out. You can see a little Dakota sporting that at the Dead Show, right? And I'm also going to show you one of my favorite graphics programs. Actually, my favorite is Correl Draw. A lot of people aren't familiar with it. Sort of the redheaded stepchild in the graphics industry. No offense to the gingers. So I guess you're going to pull up the computer. I'm going to go through some of this stuff. Okay, this is Correl Draw. You have this is the default workspace. If you prefer working in Illustrator, you could actually change the workspace on here to specialty illustration, and it'll change it over to a more Adobe Illustrator look. As you see, I've got an image here that I've put together along with a t-shirt template. And so I'm going to show you how I put together this t-shirt template real quick. I took my t-shirt. I got this lovely Sublimation t-shirt. It's a medium. I simply spread it out on the floor, stretched it out, took my phone, took a picture, uploaded it to my computer, and I'm going to pull it in. Let's see. Where is the t-shirt? Saw it earlier. I got all this stuff on here. There it is. There's the picture of my t-shirt. You see my feet at the bottom. And I'm just going to take my square, make the body of the shirt, then my freehand tool. If you just click, pull over, click, click again, over here, click, 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 click. Up here, close the curve. There's one sleeve. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to flip it horizontally and then move it over here. So that's basically my t-shirt template. Get rid of my photo now. I'm going to select all of this. You go up here and weld it all together. There's my t-shirt. Now to size it, while you've got your t-shirt spread out on the floor, you want to take a tape measure and go from sleeve tip to sleeve tip and top to bottom. And that's how you punch in your size. So my t-shirt is 32.5 inches from tip sleeve to tip sleeve and 30 inches from top to bottom. I'm just going to get rid of this one now. The line you see on the inside is my live area. That's the size of my t-shirt. Now, you can see this image is much larger. That's because I'm going to bleed it off. Bleed means to just run it off the edge of your print or live area. And I'm going to add an inch all the way around my t-shirt. I'm just going to get rid of this one for now. Oops, sorry. I have to break this apart. So I'm going to go up here to Object, break it apart. Get rid of the outside. So that's my live area. I'm going to make that orange. Beef it up so you can see it a little better. Now, Correl Draw has Contour, which is a great little gadget. I'm going to do one step. You can do as many steps as you want. And I've got it set to 1 inch. And up here I can go contour to the inside or to the outside. I'm going to contour to the outside. I'm just going to show you for kicks. Boom! Each one is an inch larger than the next. But I don't need all of those. I'm just going to do one. And that's my bleed. Now, this is all one piece until you go up here to Object and break the contour group apart. Now, that's a separate piece. Now to the image. I'm just going to close off the contour here. So I have these different images going on here that I brought in and just kind of put together. Added this background. Now, I'm going to group all of these together. Come on, stop that. Still didn't get it. Okay, so I'm going to take my image and go to the top here to Object and Power Clip, and I'm going to place it inside the frame. Make sure I get into my bleed area. I'm going to go to simple wireframe so that I can see exactly where I'm at on this t-shirt. I'm going to take it to the back. Okay, that looks like a good spot. Now, Object, Power Clip, place inside frame. Yeah, I don't want to do that one. Actually, I want Power Clip it and place inside the bleed frame. So, there's my t-shirt. There's my live area that is guaranteed to go on the shirt, at least within 95% or so. Now, I already have one over here. This one, you can get rid of the live area. You can get rid of your outline. Now, this is the fun part. You're going to print these in tiles, like so. And the way I'm going to set that up is with my graph paper tool. If you go over here about halfway down, you'll see polygon. You break that out, you'll see graph paper. I'm going to go to my graph paper. I'm going to print 6 pages. So 3 pages across, 2 pages deep of the 13 by 19 text print. So I'm just going to start up here in the corner and make my grid. So each one of these rectangles is the exact same size. We're going to ungroup that. Check the size. The size is right up here. It's about 11 3/4 by 16 3/4. That's definitely fit on a 13 by 19 sheet. And this one, and this one, I'm going to make a little larger than this one, and this one. And the reason for that is when I tape them together, as I have done here, this is the top of my shirt. And I'm overlapping just a little bit. If you'll notice, this is my first attempt, which I think was pretty good for a first attempt. Wouldn't you say so, Winston? Yeah. But you see some of the, on this one I butted it up. And you can see some, I don't know if you can see through here, but there's little areas where you can see where it just kind of butted up to it. Didn't quite print. So I'm overlapping with this one. Now, like I said, this is 11 3/4, so let's make it, let's make it 12. Make sure your little lock is on over here, lock ratio, so that everything goes up proportionally. You'll see now that that rectangle is overlapping slightly. I'm going to do that with this one, and I'm going to do that with my center bottom. And now we're going to use the power clip again. I'm going to select my shirt. I'm going to copy it. And now I'm going to power clip into my first tile. There's my first tile right there. Now I'm going to get rid of the outline. I'm going to paste my shirt. It will paste in the exact same spot. And I will power clip that into the next tile. Now I've got 6 separate pieces. going to export them individually as JPEGs. I'm calling this PerfecPress Anchor. So we're just going to export the first one as 1. In RGB color. There it is. Okay. And so forth and so forth. You get the picture until you've got 6 different panels. Now I'm going to print it. I'm going to go to my SawGrass Print Manager, open local file. Let's see, where to put this? There it is. Here's my first panel. Just going to go to Jobs, add a file. There's my second panel. Again, you get the picture. And once you've got them all loaded, just hit print. And sit back and wait for the magic to happen. Okay, well, let's move on to piecing this together. To save time, I've done the top of my shirt here. I'll show you the bottom. You'll notice that if you really want to, you could have, if you want to save a sheet of paper, you could have printed these panels on one sheet. But they're kind of easier to handle when you've got a larger sheet to tape together, plus it gives you room over here to put your heat tape on. So I'm just going to cut these down. Get my t-shirt up. I'll do that X-Acto knife. So this is this side, this is this side. Right. Let's go over here. All right. And since you're overlapping, you don't have to cut it perfectly on. You might even want to come in just a tad. I put everybody to sleep yet?
No. Had a constant 5. Had a constant 5 so far.
A constant 5 people?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Stick with me, people. You're going to learn something.
Usually shows only 2 or 3, but then after it'll be like 150 saw. So the constant 5 might be a couple hundred. Yeah.
All right. So you just want to keep moving this around until you've matched it up. close. Come on, come on, get close. There we go. There we go. That's beautiful. I'm going to take my heat tape. Oops. Check out that dispenser, huh? Bling bling. Homies be jelly when you roll up with that. Thank you to one of the lovely ladies up front for blinging that out. All right. Love it when a plan comes together. Come on now. It was coming along so beautifully. What's going on here? There's something wrong here. This definitely goes here. Come on, I can't lose you. Come on.
Here.
Good. Yeah, this one's crooked. Turn it here. So let's just take this one. Oh,
Did you rip it?
yeah.
Oh no. Thought that overlaps at all?
Let's see, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna trim that anyway.
Only because what the computer shows is delayed, so I'm now seeing you rip it again.
Grip it and rip it, that's what I always say. It's for training purposes. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Well, yesterday matched up perfect. Not matching up very well today.
You're so challenged.
The beauty about making a busy overall print is it's hard to see those imperfections. All right. There's my overall t-shirt print. Now, you say, but Johnny, how am I going to get that thing on this? Well, you're going to need some cardboard. Big cardboard. That's where this comes in. This is going to be our palette. That's going to fit on there beautifully. Here's my t-shirt. I want to press it, try and get it as flat as possible. I got a little piece of cardboard because these can be a problem. You'll notice as much as I tried to get this flat, there were some wrinkles in it. Again, when it's that busy, who notices that? So here we go. Just going to flatten these out best I can. Just hit it for a few seconds. Still got some wrinkles here, of course. Try it again without the cardboard. It's not bad. Okay. That's not bad. Just going to move this and I forgot to get the craft paper. I'm going to tape my shirt down to this piece of cardboard. Here's some. Yeah, that should be. That's good. Appreciate it. I'm going to take this craft paper, I'm going to put it inside the t-shirt so that I don't get the gassy bleed through to the other side. Something strange going on with them. Okay, takes care of the bulk of the shirt. I'm going to do my sleeves. make that a little more. How are you 5 people holding up? You still with me? Okay. Just going to stuff a little piece in the neckline up here. You get the picture. Be as anal as you want to be about this. Who am I to judge? All right, I've got my t-shirt properly secured to the pallet. I've got my design pieced together. Now, let's put it down and we're just going to check. Make sure where we think it's going. Yeah, I think it's good. Bear in mind, this is only my second attempt.
What's making you the expert?
I've been working as a professional since 1985. This is the first time I've ever done this. I know you're saying, look at day over 40, Johnny. Better living through modern chemistry, I say. Now, let's press this in stages. Just press number 1. Oh, that's kind of tight. Lefty loosey, right?
Yep.
I don't have any jokes. I can tell you a little bit about Correl Draw.
Sure.
It started in, first release was 1989. Same year as Adobe Illustrator. Funny thing is, Adobe, they both tried it for the Windows platform. Adobe failed miserably. So they went with the Mac, and then all the hipster graphic people at the time wanted to be hip and go with the Mac, so they started using Adobe Illustrator. Therefore, you don't see Correl Draw a lot. It's used in a lot of production-oriented places. Screen printing, embroidery, printing. I love it. I think it's much more user-friendly. You can get it for subscription, or you can, if you poke around the interweb, You might could find a disc for a couple of $100. It's not very expensive. And they don't have a licensing Stasi department coming after you. Once you get a copy, you got a copy. You put it on several things.
When you line this up, you're just trying to look for the last press that line.
Yeah, you can see where it pressed there. If you go over it a second time, it's not going to hurt anything. I just missed the tip of the sleeve. You can play with it depending on the size of your heat press. I may have wanted to do it this way to get it wider across. But hey, decisions were made. Let's just do this real quick over here.
Weird, some of the steam's coming up all the way over here.
I love the smell of sublimation in the morning. It smells like victory. I didn't.
Trying to get a better angle with it.
You can see the fun of this one.
All right, I got the top part of my shirt. Yee-hee. Yeah, it's going to look like a barrel when I get done. Let's put this right here. And as much as possible in there.
So, Decker, how long have you been working at PerfecPress TV?
2 years today, actually.
2 years today?
2 years today,
Wow.
yeah.
Happy PerfecPress anniversary.
Thank you.
What's that?
I think I missed the middle of this shirt. Or maybe it's just the overlap. No, I think it's just the overlap. Oh, no, it's looking pretty cool. So these two wee little drunken leprechauns come up to a convent. One of them knocks on the door. Mother Superior answers the door. She goes, "Can I help you, gentlemen?" And one wee leprechaun says, "Mother, do you have any wee nuns here? You know, our size." And she's like, "Well, no, we don't have any nuns wee as yourself. How about the surrounding churches and convents?" Mother Superior says, "I've traveled all over the land. I know of no wee nuns in the area." Seamus turns to his buddy, smacks him in the shoulder. "I told you, Seamus. You were..." Never. If you know the punchline, email Winston at JSI. Oh, I did miss the middle of the freaking shirt. How'd I do that?
Terrible, you guys, terrible.
This is terrible. This is unacceptable.
This is what you're not supposed to do. Zephyr kind of messed up a little bit in his little presentation.
Just a little. God, that looks. What the hell happened here?
Zephyr did way better yesterday, you guys.
You did.
Well, I don't know what it is. This is what we go into the pile of not savable.
And I broke my mouse.
Did you step on it?
No. Well, that's just bad work. It would have been beautiful.
It would have been good. So close.
So close yet so far.
Well, we know what next to do.
Again, my second attempt. Let's go back to the first one. It's better.
Wow.
That's what happens under zero pressure.
Yeah, I blame the lights.
Poor Jefferson, where they were sweating and stuff, this is right?
It's hot.
It is hot.
over there.
All right. I'm Johnny Norcross, and you've been watching Adventures in Vinyl at PerfecPress HTV.com.